Christmas is only 6 months away, and there is another video coming out in a couple of days saying what to do with 6 months to go before Christmas. But in today's video, I want to talk to you about 6 different saving challenges that you could do that will help you save a little bit of money before Christmas. And once you've heard all the challenges, let me know in the comment box below which challenge is going to be more suited to you and which one that you're going to give a go, or you're not going to give it a go at all. Now, I've spoke to a few people over on my Facebook group, Solo Mum to One, which I'll link in the description box below for you, that a lot of people are not actually saving any money for Christmas, and they're just buying things when they see it at a discounted price and on sale. And I'm going to do a whole another video on that in the next few weeks. But if you want to do a savings challenge, then after these 6 ideas, let me know which one you're going to choose. If you don't know me, my name is Rachel. I'm a solo mum to one, and on this channel I talk everything Christmas, budgeting and general mum life. And if you like that kind of thing, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Now also, in a few days, which is the 23rd to the 26th of June 2026 is when I'm recording this, there's actually Amazon Prime Day. So if you know something that you're going to be buying for Christmas, then check out Amazon Prime between the 23rd and the 26th, because you might get a few deals and be able to put it away for Christmas. I'll link some of my favourite things in the description box below for you. So why am I wanting to save extra money before Christmas? Now, you already know, if you've watched my channel, that I do Vinted, and I use the money that I make on Vinted to put towards Christmas. Now, everything I put on Vinted is my own stuff. It's things that I don't want to wear anymore, I've outgrown, my son's outgrown, my son don't fit it anymore. So I put all the things that we've already had that we no longer need or want, I put on Vinted. With that money, I put it in a little pot once I draw it out, and that is my Christmas fund. But there are other challenges that you can do. Also, one of the reasons I'm doing it is I'm a single parent, so I've got to juggle my money and budget my money all the time, and sometimes there's little left. So I need to make sure that when it comes to Christmas, I'm not using a credit card or getting stressed or worried that I can't do what I want to do for my son. And which leads me into, I don't want debt. I'm in a little bit of debt at the moment from moving house, and I will be paying that back over the next month or so. But once I've done that, I don't want to get into debt again during the Christmas and festive period. I feel like it's just a never-ending cycle. And if you've been watching this channel, you know that I've moved house twice in the last 12 months. It's been pretty horrendous. There's lots of videos on my channel that you can go and watch and find out the story and everything that happened. But I have moved twice. My finances have taken a bit of a hit, and I need to not only save for my emergency fund, which is a video I did last week, which is in the description box below, but also I need to start saving for Christmas. And if you feel that you're on the same wavelength with me and you feel like I'm going through very similar or the same stuff, I need to start saving for Christmas, this could be the video for you. So the first thing you need to do before you start any challenge is, how much do you need for Christmas? Have you budgeted it? Have you broke it down to how much you're roughly planning on spending over the Christmas period, from the gifts to the food to the decorations to the events and activities that you and your children will go to? And things that people don't often do is an emergency Christmas buffer, just in case something goes wrong or you need to go and buy something very last minute. You've got a bit of an emergency buffer. That doesn't need to be an awful lot of money, maybe £100 or so, but do you have an emergency Christmas buffer just in case? So the first thing you need to do before you start any challenge is to work out how much you realistically are planning on spending over the Christmas period, which then leads us into our very first Christmas challenge, which is the £1,000 Christmas challenge. Now that feels like an awful lot of money for some people, especially if you are on a single income and you are on a very tight budget. Now, £1,000 Christmas challenge in 26 weeks would be £40 per week, which is £5.70 a day. It's very expensive, but you could actually use that money and put it away for Christmas and have a better Christmas. You could also be selling some things online, such as Vinted, or selling things on Facebook Marketplace, or you could go through your actual budget for your income and see how much you actually have and how much you can realistically put away. If you can't put away £5.70 a day, then you just go into half it, and maybe you can save £500 towards Christmas instead. Idea number 2 is the 6-month Christmas countdown challenge, and you're going to do this month by month, and on week 1 of the month, you are going to put away £10. On week 2, 15, on week 3, 20, and on week 4, £25, which will give you £70 a month. And even though that won't cover the entire Christmas period, it might cover your food, decorations, might cover some events or activities that you've got planned as well. So that £350, even though it won't cover the whole of Christmas, it will definitely help. And if you are on a tight budget or a single income like I am, maybe that's the one that feels a little bit more realistic. I can't cover the whole of Christmas, but I can definitely put some money towards it that's going to help. And if you can hear that noise in the background, it's just my washing. I've got to wash my son's football kit. Let's move on to idea number 3. This is the no stress Christmas challenge, and it's great for single mums, and it's great if you are on an extremely tight budget and you feel like you have no extra money to save. Doing the no stress Christmas challenge can really be beneficial for you. And this is that any extra money that you may find goes into the Christmas pot. So for example, if you decide to sell stuff on Vinted or Facebook Marketplace or any other selling site, any money you make from it, you put straight into the Christmas pot. Like I'm doing with my Vinted, I'm selling my own items on Vinted, and the money that I make from it just goes straight into the Christmas fund. If you do top cashback or any cashback sites whatsoever when you're doing your shopping online or anything else, then any money that you get back, that goes in the Christmas fund as well. If you do surveys, there's lots of different surveys that you can do, and those surveys, any money you get back from that, you can put it into the Christmas pot as well. Now also, some of those surveys actually give you vouchers, so use those vouchers to get things for Christmas. So I've got some vouchers that I can use on Amazon, so I'll be getting some stuff from Amazon with my voucher that I've already got, so that I don't have to use my own money. I've already got the voucher sat there waiting. So if you get some vouchers from the surveys, use them for Christmas, presents, food, decorations, whatever it may be. And also at the end of the month, if you find that you've got a little bit of extra money left over from the budget, maybe you cut back on your groceries that week, or maybe you had some unexpected money come in, or a bill was suspended, or whatever it may have been, then maybe you could put that money that you got over into your Christmas fund. And those little tiny things doesn't feel like you're trying to make space in the budget. It's that if any extra income comes in, it goes into the Christmas fund. Therefore, it's a no stress Christmas. It's not going to cause anxiety or trying to save extra money. It's just, if it's there, it helps out in some way. Even like I said, if it's an extra £100 that you've made, that's definitely going to buy a Christmas present or 2, or maybe even 3 if you do it well and you shop on the budget. Or it could even buy some food, your Christmas dinner, and a few treats for the Christmas period as well. You don't need to save thousands of pounds for Christmas. If you want to, great, but you don't have to. Making just a little bit extra to give it a little bit of help when the festive period comes, anything is going to help you have a little bit less stress at Christmas. Idea number 4 is the Christmas envelope challenge. Now, a lot of people do the envelope challenges. I don't, and I think I should give it a go. I don't know if I'll give it a go this year or next year, but I feel that I want to try it and see how it works out for me. But you get several envelopes. I'll link some envelopes that you can get off Amazon, especially if Amazon Prime Day come in. You can actually buy certain envelopes, and you can buy nice pretty ones all on Amazon. And with Prime Day coming, you might as well take advantage of the discount. But if you could get some envelopes, you don't have to buy them. You can just get some white envelopes from Home Bargains if it's cheaper for you. And right on there, gifts, food, decorations, activities, whatever else you want to cover over the Christmas period. Then if you've got £50 that you took out from your budget or you've made somewhere else, you could then separate that in between all the envelopes. Maybe you want to put a little bit more in the gift section than you do in the decorations section. Maybe you've got all the decorations you need, but maybe you like to buy something for your Christmas village every year. It's up to you. But maybe you need to put more money in one envelope than the other envelope, and you are splitting that money into different envelopes so that you can say, right, I need £400 for gifts or £500 for gifts, and then you can keep a tally of how much you've got in there until you reach your target. Now, I don't do cash envelopes like I said, but let me know if you do them and if you find that they work for you and they help you save more money. I'd love to know your thoughts on that. Idea number 5, I heard the other day, and I think if you're older, it can get quite expensive. If you're younger, it probably works out better. And it's called Save Your Age Challenge. So Save Your Age Challenge, I actually saw it on Pinterest and I was very intrigued on it. And it says in there that you save your age. So I'm nearly 43. So each week I put £43 away. If you don't want to do that, because that's a lot of money, it makes me feel really old, you could do save your child's age. So if you've got a 1-year-old, you save £1 a week. If you've got a 10-year-old, you save £10 a week, and so on. So you could save your age, you could save your kid's age, you could save the dog's age, you could save the cat's age, you could save any age you want. I've never heard of it before. I don't know whether it works or anything. If you've heard of it and you've done it, let me know. If you haven't heard of it and you haven't done it, is it something that you think you would want to try? Because I don't know if I would want to try it now. Let me know your thoughts on that. But Save Your Age Challenge, no matter how old you are, you put that amount away each week. So being nearly 43 in a few months' time, I'll be putting £43 a week. And finally, idea number 6 is the Christmas Roundup Challenge. And this is one that I'm definitely going to be doing starting this week. So the Christmas Roundup Challenge is that anything that you buy all week, you round it up. So if you buy something for £7.60, then you are going to take 40p and put it into your Christmas fund. And it all adds up very slowly the more that you do it. I'm very intrigued to see how much I can save throughout the week when I'm buying my groceries, or I have to go and buy school uniforms soon, or even with the summer holidays coming, and obviously we're going to be doing a few more activities which is going to cost a little bit of money. But if I round it up, then I can have that in my Christmas fund. Now, I know there are some apps that do that, but I don't know what the apps are. So if you know some apps that actually automatically do that for you, please let me know in the comment box below, because I really want to download those apps so that I'm constantly saving without even realizing it. And I think that's a great one to do if you are a low income, single parent family, and you need to save money, but you've got no extra wiggle room in your budget at all your money is accounted for, and you're basically surviving day to day, which I know a lot of people are. And at the moment I am, which is fine, because I'm going to build myself back up again. I know the reason is because I've moved house and a lot of drama went on, but I can always rebuild myself again. And I'm really intrigued at how much I can save just by doing that. So that is definitely one of the challenges that I'm going to be doing, because those tiny little amounts soon add up. You can also do challenges like the £2 coin challenge. So every time you get a £2 coin, you'll put in that away. That adds up really quickly, especially if you start in January. I mean, we're not in January now, but even if you do it now, every £2 coin you get, you put it away. That's going to add up fairly quick. You could do it with 50p's, you could do it with a £1 coin, you could do the 20p's. My son has a pot of 10p's, and he's collared myself and my mum that anytime we get a 10p, we put it in his little pot. And it's just like, he's got this massive tin of 10p's. I've also got one where I put all my coppers and 5p's in, and I've got quite a few, I think I've got about £5 in there. Not a lot, it doesn't add up to a lot. But again, doing that, doing Vinted, selling stuff online, doing the Roundup Challenge, I think all of that will all add up to small little amounts as you go. And even, like I said, if all you can do is get an extra £100, £200, £300, it might not cover your entire Christmas, but it will definitely cover some of it. Like, it will cover the food, cover the activities, cover the decorations. It will cover something, won't it? And maybe for me, if I had an extra £100, that would cover the gift for my brother and his nieces, and probably my son's football team as well. So I think that's what's gonna cover that. I am gonna do another video soon on what my costs are, what my budget is for Christmas, and whether or not I can stick to it or not. And then after Christmas, we'll revisit it to see whether I did. Probably won't, but we'll give it a go anyway, because you never know, I might do it this year. So I would absolutely love to know from you, are you going to do a Christmas savings challenge? Is any of those 6 ideas feel comfortable to do? Feel like, okay, that's doable, I could probably do that without realizing it? Or are you like some people I've spoken to on my Facebook group, Solo Mum to One, again, link in the description box below for you, where people are not saving for Christmas at all, but when they see a deal, when they see a bargain, then they're going to be going and buying that and putting it away for Christmas. So let me know if that's something that you would do as well. And if you are on Facebook, I'd love you to join my group. I will be doing lots more videos on Christmas challenges and budgeting and everything else over the next couple of months before I really delve in and really rev up the Christmas content. If you are a long-term subscriber, you know I'm the Christmas girl. I love Christmas and I bring you all the content that I can. And if there's any particular Christmas content you would like to see from me, then do pop it in the comment box below and I'll add it to my list. I hope that you've enjoyed the video today. Let me know what you think of the savings challenges and which one you're going to do. If you've liked today's video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Also, don't forget to share it with a friend if you think it will help them as well. And as always, don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any future videos from me. I hope whenever you're watching this, you are having a good morning, good day, or good evening, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye guys.